Hello everybody, my name is Kate. I'm an archaeologist and historian, and today I'm going to be playing a game on Steam called Archeo Shinar. I've never played this game, so it should be interesting. Let's jump in. So let's do the tutorial first. Basics.
Hello, my dear noble friend. I'm Cuppy, and I'm here to guide you through your first steps as an archaeologist. Today I want to show you some basics about your nearest future. But don't worry, this tutorial-like adventure will be quite short. If you are interested to gather more necessary information, we have prepared the Archeopedia for people like you. Actually, I'm going to show you only beginner's moves. So if you want to learn more, please try to improvise or try Archeopedia. Are you ready? Let's start. Yours sincerely, Cuppy.
Cuppy is adorable. I love Cuppy. Ooh,
Hello
character.
again, my friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. As you can see, we are in character creation section, where you can show us what do you look like and who you are. It would be great to get to know you in your full glory, but stay calm. We will explain everything slowly, step by step.
Yep, we're absolutely gonna make this look like me.
Wonderful, my dear. I hope that your first and last names aren't some kind of top secret stuff, yeah? My name is Cuppy, and yours is?
Let's call ourselves Kita Thatch. Props if you get it.
Oh, so you are from that family. I'm pretty sure I know someone with that last name. They must be proud of you. But let's talk about a more important thing. I must know how you look. Unfortunately, I can't see you through the glass. So please, if it's not a problem, paint me your portrait.
I wonder what kind of time period we're working
let me
with.
help you with it a little bit. When painting a portrait, you can change your hairstyle, your face, shade of your skin, and of course the clothes. That's pretty easy. So let the art speak. Whoa, I'm impressed. Good for you, my friend. Now at the end, we got to do just one last thing. Choose your stamp. It will represent you in the world, mainly on your letters and documentation, so you need to choose something that will also represent your personality.
Let's see. Looks like we've got a wolf, a sword, I don't know, a mouse, a moth, or a beetle. I'm feeling beetle today.
Well done. Now we can go to the next area. Can you click the done button?
No, I'm not done
Unfortunately,
yet.
I can't do it on my own. You know, I'm just a cup.
Patience. I like this one. This one seems fun. Let's do this one.
You have a great talent. Your portrait exposes your beauty. As you can see, we're in your office, which we will call the lobby. This is your space for work, relaxation, and the most important room in the whole Institute building. You can find there statistics and charts. After that short introduction, we can start preparing your first expedition. Your main responsibility during the whole archaeological career is to prepare and host as many good archaeological expeditions as possible. In exchange for doing well, you will receive money and earn reputation in the academic world. Now, let's check available expeditions. Can you click on the proper page?
Well, thank you for highlighting it.
Oh, we're so lucky today. Here is one really nice expedition to try, so without unnecessary talk. As you can see in the expedition window, there's a lot of information. You should check it when you need to decide which expedition is the best for you. Now, let me explain. Required skill is the most important skill during random quests on the expedition. I will tell you more details about them later. Required explorers is the number of explorers you have to pick for your journey. A little bit lower you can see rewards, which you will receive for a successful expedition. Here you can win £3,200 and 3 points of reputation. The recompense is an amount of money you will get if you fail.
Oh, at least that's nice, you get something.
Remember, the more demanding the expedition is, the higher the requirements and rewards are. What does that mean? The more reputation, money and recompense you can earn from an expedition, the difficulty level grows. If everything is clear now, we can begin.
This sounds about right. Money and reputation really dictates who gets to go.
You need to pick explorers. Who will go on this expedition? Later on, you will have more of them on your team. But now, let's check this Golden 5. Every explorer has its own statistics. To pick the best possible team for your expeditions, you need to check their current status to see if he or she will fit nicely. Now, let's check that first one from the left side.
Press right mouse button.
So, now you are familiar with the status of your explorer, you can close his statistics page and pick all 5 explorers for the expedition.
So he's good at archaeology, but history is one of his worst? So what I'm hearing is he's good at blowing stuff up and digging holes, but not good at anything else. Okay. Let's see this.
Great! Our team is complete and we can proceed.
It's not gonna let me look at anybody else. Oh well.
Okay, here we can take some items with us on the expedition. Later on, you will be able to take any booster and any stimulant you wish. But for now, I suggest you take the shovel. It will be handy. With this booster, all your explorers get +3 to archaeology. When you are ready, we can begin.
Yeah, because, don't want to be digging with our hands. That would be awful. Really, when you're digging, you don't want to use shovels unless you're digging through the top layers, because if you're just chucking away with a shovel, you might end up damaging something. So you're better off using a trowel or even screwdrivers to pry up small amounts of dirt at a time. And we're really going all over the place.
Let's stop for a while. As you can see, we found a random quest for your explorers. The first quest on every expedition is harder, but you can be sure it's always based on required skill. If your chosen explorer has way too low skills based on expedition difficulty, then the failure is sure. I suggest to send Robert Mond on your first random quest and see how he deals with it.
Sure, the guy that's good at digging stuff up but doesn't know anything else. I'm sure he'll do great.
Wow, wonderful. I didn't expect he would do so well. Now you have the magnificent Greek statue.
Very specific. So this statue is actually something called Kouros. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I've never been terribly good at Greek pronunciation. But this particular style of statue is actually designed off of the Egyptian style. So it's, think of it kind of like in the evolution of humans, we think about there's varying levels, so they start off kind of small, and then they get bigger, and then they get bigger, and then they get bigger, and so on and so on. And so this is kind of the same, it's a progression. So we start off with the Egyptian style of striding 1 foot forward, hands at the sides. This is the Greek transition period of starting with starting statues and working towards the more freestyle human body, if you will. That's a decent amount. I would think I would expect more, but that's okay. Oh, we've got some mountains and some pyramids. Where are we going?
Okay, my friend. Now it's your turn to have some fun. We found a second random quest. So now I want you to pick an explorer for it and see if your choice is just. This quest requires geology, and you should choose an explorer with the highest geology skill to succeed. You can always check their statistics with the right click. Ready? Pick. Explore.
Alright, we can check out everybody else. So, Radmilla, that's a cool name. Good at survival. So, she's the one we want to call in a zombie apocalypse, but not terribly good at anything else. So, not her. John Evans, also good at survival, not terribly good at anything else. I'm starting to catch on to a pattern here. Benjamin, well, he's decent. Again, higher survival. At least he's decent at archaeology. He's got the highest history so far, I think. And E.G. Squire, high survival, decent archaeology, terrible at everything else. Okay, so we need to find geology. So that was 12. He had 16. 11. 18. So it looks like Radmilla is the one to send. Alright. So let's begin.
Sometimes your explorers have too low skills to succeed. That obviously was a setup to teach you a lesson.
Crafty
but don't
cubby.
worry, sometimes everybody fails. Thomas A. Edison said once, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work."
That's what failures say. At least her geology skill went up.
If you fail a random quiz during the expedition, you don't lose what you have collected during other random quests.
That's
the
nice.
success or failure of expedition depends on a balance between successful and failed random quest results. Okay, let's keep going.
Alright. Let's keep going. What continent are they on? We're just jumping all over. Like, we're back to Egypt, now we're back in the mountains.
This
Like,
is
where
the
are
last
we?
stop in our very first expedition. As you can see, this random quest is pretty uncommon because it requires 3 explorers. Normally it requires 1 or 2 of them. Also, it demands 2 different skills, so it will be much harder to end it successfully. But let's try it anyway.
I'm starting to get the feeling Cuppy is trying to set me up. Well, it takes 3 of them, so I guess these are our choices.
Don't worry, next time will be better. In a case where your skill isn't enough, but you lack only a little to succeed, there's a place for luck. When you are just 1 point too low, you still have a 99% chance of success, but under a certain range the chances drop to 0. Success is possible only if you lack no more than a few points. Now, let's check the final result of our expedition.
I knew it. Cuppy's out for us.
Let's see, we ended up in failure, but you received the Greek statue artifact, which is very valuable. Also, you got £500 of recompense. Unfortunately, you didn't earn any reputation point, and Robert Mond has his first phobia, which we call fears. Fears permanently decrease your explorer's statistics, and there is no way to cure them.
What?
Maybe there will be a new branch of medicine in the future to deal with phobias, but unfortunately, there is no such thing right now. To sum up, it's not the worst, so do not feel down. You have great potential.
Well, that's just a crock. What is this? What is
Now,
this?
let's check all documentary and mail waiting for you in the lobby.
Oh. Even in video games, you have to answer paperwork.
Oh, you received only 3 letters, so this'll be quick. The thing is, you have to pay a salary to your employees. If you can't afford it, you can postpone it to the next round. But remember, you can't do it forever. 3 strikes to the end. This is our rule.
What? I can't stiff my employees?
Now, let's check the
What
mail.
is this?
Firstly, we have to pay £1,000 to your explorers, and we need to do it now. Also, you received £500 of recompense for that failed expedition, so your budget is still in good condition. For every expedition, you get a detailed report. You can access it in Ranking and Charts or direct in the mail with the reward.
For failure, these 3, most amount, you didn't do anything for me. I feel like I shouldn't have to pay you. But I will.
Ooh, that's interesting. Robert Mond has an uncommon request for you. He's asking for a raise, but he's not going to tell you the reasons. Sometimes during your archaeological career, you will have to deal with similar random problems by yourself. But this time, I want you to accept his request. We can't lose him.
Really? I think we can, because it's not terribly great. But okay, we'll do it.
We're done here. It's time to hire a new person to our team. Let's go to Labour Market, where you can hire new explorers.
Labor market?
Good, my friend. This is our labour market. Currently, there is only one available archaeologist. I bet you know what to do.
He looks like a creep. I don't want to hire him. He has a yellow mouse at home. Well, at least he's not afraid of mice. His statistics are at least even.
Our team grows, but we shouldn't just let it be. Let's head to the quarters and work on the explorers. We want them to be better, faster and smarter, don't we?
Preferably. Slower wouldn't be great.
Quarters, huh? That reminds me of the good old time in dormitories. But anyway, let's get back to work. This is the place where you can look at your explorers' files and change them a little bit. You can improve their work attitude, make them learn something useful, or even fire them if you want. Let's take a look at Robert Mond's files.
Who has a good time in dormitories?
As you can see, he can attend a lesson that will improve his skills. Keep in mind that explorer's salary is based on his skills, which means that with every training, they will cost you more. This is your explorer, and I will not interfere. Choose the attribute which you want him to develop and confirm the training.
Okay, let's... history is his lowest, so let's go for that.
Now we should work on Robert's attitude. There are 2 directions, security or efficiency. The more you push your explorer to his limits, the bigger the risk is of getting a fear. Go on, open the right tab.
Here's a got a fear. What do we have to lose now?
The upper meter represents the efficiency boost. The lower meter shows the risk modifier. For now, Robert doesn't have any boosts or modifiers. He developed a fear in your last expedition, so let's try to make him more secure.
Oh, that would be nice. More secure.
As you can see, Robert is now cautious. It means that his efficiency is decreased by 3 to 7 points in every skill, but he gets 15% less probability to get a fear.
That
It
doesn't
doesn't
feel like much.
but if you want someone immune to fears, then you should combine the attitude with the right stimulant. Making someone more efficient will give you a boost to his skills, but the risk modifier is brutal.
Oh,
You can also fire unwanted explorers here.
All
Keep
of
an
them?
eye on the used space, because you can't hire more than 10 explorers for now. You can change the limit by, for example, building a hotel. We should talk more about fears and stimulants. Let's visit the merchant company first, because we need to buy the stimulants somewhere, right?
What archaeologist can hire or just has the money to build a hotel? What is this?
Finally, we're here. As you can see, you can buy here both stimulants and boosters, which will be hugely useful during your whole career. Boosters are items which improve your stats for one expedition, like that shovel we used last time. However, we are here today for the stimulants.
We definitely don't need
We're interested only
sifting
in buying a
screens.
box of gin for Robert Mond and the rest of your crew. Why? Stimulants like this will help them avoid getting new fear, but certain stimulant works only on those explorers who fancy this certain stimulant. Now please, buy the gin.
It's begging me, buy the gin, please. Let's get drunk. Gin isn't as old as our other stimulants, we can say. Gin isn't as old as our other stimulants, we can even say. It's relatively new and fresh. The earliest known written reference to this drink appears in the 13th century in the encyclopedia work called Der Nutrition Blockmik. That word. It was made in today's Brugge in Belgium, but the earliest known recipe for gin is from Antwerp, created in the 16th century. The biggest lie about gin is that it was invented by the Dutch physician Francis Sylvius in the mid-17th century. There's a lot of big words. It was popularized when Dutch was so proud of their work with the newly invented what is that? I think I need glasses. Medicament that they export it to England, where new commodity sold very quick. London district Samuel Pepys described it as strong water made with juniper. Later on, it became more and more popular among Britain soldiers. Word gin is a shorthand form of the older English term Genever, which originates from the French Genevre and Dutch Genever. Yeah, I think I need glasses.
It's very important to avoid phobias, because sadly, they can't be cured. But I think we have wasted enough time. Let's start a brand new expedition, but this time it will be a real thing. For every random quest, you will have a time limit. Prepare yourself, and let's go.
I'm just now looking down. I see something called the Black Market. That should put up some red flags here.
Before you choose your next expedition, keep in mind that the difficulty of every random quest on your voyage depends on reward in reputation points and money, recompense, and even on required explorers. The higher the reward, the more difficult the journey. Same with recompense. With required explorers, it's opposite. Choose wisely and don't blame fate. After all, it's your decision.
It's nice coming from a computer. Into the jungle treasure hunt. Let's do treasure hunt. Well, we didn't do very well in exploration last time, so let's look at this into the jungle. We have a pretty good survival, so let's do that. And we need all 5. Oop, I forgot we had another one. What is he good at? Let's see. Good survival, good survival, good survival, good survival. Terrible survival. Can I, remove him? Why is that not an option? I'd like to take him back. I guess. Jin, what happened to my shovel? I just don't have a shovel anymore? Because we definitely don't need that. Oh, it's new places this time. Survival. Okay. Oh, I'm on a time limit. That's dumb. Let's do him. I don't like there's a time limit. Um, 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 45, 37, 43. Let's do her. All right, great. The time limit, it makes me uncomfortable. Let's do him. Oh, great, it worked. Can we give him anything? Can we give the thing? Well, yeah, thank you. Did we do the thing? Hey, we did the thing.
We spent a great time together, but unfortunately, I must leave you for now. I'm very proud of you, so remember to be brave, to experiment, and if something is unclear, just ask me. Literally, click on me, and I will show you our Archipedia. It's the best source of knowledge. Farewell, my good friend.
Hey, we did it. Now it's probably gonna erase all of everything that we did. Ooh, Cuppy basic tutorial. Oh, that's nice. It told me what I learned. I've learned basics. I have no idea how to build a hotel. I'm going to experiment with mechanics to learn more. Look at me. Okay, now that we have finished the tutorial, we will actually start the game. So let's put it on normal.
Hello, my child.
Ooh, voice
If
dropped.
you are reading this, then I'm probably dead.
Okay.
A long time ago, when I was young, I had a goal.
Most do.
I dedicated my whole life to fulfill one ambition. But I failed.
King Tut's in the museum.
While I
Can't
was a
have him.
student, I came across some inaccuracy about the Tower of Babel. Thus, my lifelong obsession began. After my graduation, I contacted the Royal Archaeology Institute to help me fulfill my destiny. They hired me as an explorer. I finally had some freedom to do some research, and I found out that the Etymonarchy was possibly inspired by the Bible story of the Tower of Babel. After a while, I got promoted. I became an archaeologist. The Institute started to send me to many different excavation sites, and my dream began to fade away. I don't even know when my hair turned grey. I dedicated myself to work, and as a result, I didn't achieve my biggest goal. But I knew one thing. Robert Curldaway found an imitation of the tower created by King Nebuchadnezzar II. Now, when you are listening to these words, I'm dead. I'm sorry that I didn't spend much time with you. I know I don't have the right to demand anything from you, but I'm asking for this one thing. Please continue the search. Find the original location of the tower, and let my soul rest in peace. If my words aren't enough to convince you, return to our home and go to my office. Read my notes. Find out the truth. My last clue was an ancient manuscript from the Royal Library of Alexandria. But as you know, that library was destroyed in a fire with all of its treasures. However, the manuscript somehow survived the fire. I think it wasn't written on paper. There are only a few spoken messages which I wrote down that can help you find it. This lost text is the key to the Tower of Babel. If you manage to retrieve it, I promise you will be the most famous archaeologist in history. But it isn't an easy task.
I don't think
That's
so.
why you shouldn't do it alone. A good starting point is the institute where I worked. If everything went according to my plan, there should be a place for you. The institute will guide you and lead you offering a helping hand, but don't reveal your true goal, because the world isn't free of greed and envy. Remember, my child, the Tower of Babel was the obsession which consumed me. I ask you to fulfill my destiny, but not to...
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to know the rest of that. Okay. So we need to find Nebuchadnezzar, or something to do with Nebuchadnezzar II. He was the king of Neo-Babylonian Empire, so the later 500 BCs, and I'll go with Ma this time. He's considered one of the empire's greatest kings, and he's the one that we accredit the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, that one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, to. So he was a pretty important dude in the Levant in this time period. And just kind of a side note, it always irks me a little bit when they talk about, ooh, purple. Is it black? Purple. Ooh, purple. It irks me a little bit, ooh, sexy. When they talk about you'll be the greatest archaeologist, but you need a team, it's like, yeah, there's people working with you. They deserve credit too. Just because you might be in charge of the dig doesn't mean you found it. Your intern found it. Like, get off your high horse, man. Let's do... oh, the skin. Okay. Let's do something colorful this time. I'm really feeling the wrap here. Let's do this one. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. Assets. We don't have any assets. Imagine that. Probably don't have any letters. We have a dusty manuscript. What is this?
Hello, my child.
Oh, it's just...
if you are reading this,
I'm dead. I probably shouldn't laugh at that, but that's funny. Missions. Okay. Dusty manuscript. Hundreds of years ago, when Royal Library of Alexandria was burned by unknown perpetrators, most of its collection went gone. This tragedy was so mysterious that various myths arose about it. The father's notes contain information about one of those myths. All he managed to establish before he passed away was the link between a certain manuscript which he saved from the fire and his new location in Upper Egypt. The myth says that the manuscript contained the description of how the Tower of Babel, but unfortunately, end of sentence. The Royal Archaeological Institute has already sent there someone else. To successfully enter the excavation site, you'll have to get a proper license. Yeah. All about those permits. All about those permits. So let's leave it on normal. We don't have any assets. So we'll just have to start. We've got some mail.
Let me introduce myself. I am
Family opera.
Francisco Ruiz Velázquez, one of the most esplendido archaeologists of this country, and I am proudly pleased that our Royal Archaeology Institute has such honored archaeologists on board. I have heard you want to start excavations on my territory, so I must warn you, gringo. I know you want to find here something very important and highly valuable. Of course, we do not exactly know what it is, but we received information that it could be a magnifico manuscript from the Royal Library of Alexandria. I am the one who was delegated to the task, and I will find it first. This means you have to get a license first, to be even possible to dare me a challenge. It would not be an easy case, so as a gentleman and hidalgo, I am obligated to wish you luck. I am also sure you will handle with this problem in the best possible way. But you should hurry up. My team will endeavor to find every Egyptian artifact as soon as possible, especially this manuscript, if it only exists, of course. And remember, I am watching your every step, always. I wish you good fortune. Your very humble servant, Francisco Ruiz Velázquez.
Puppy says, why do we call them Arabic numerals? I remember when they were invented by Indian mathematicians. This dude is just giving Aaron Burr vibes. I would not be surprised if he turns around and shoots us later. Okay. So, let's see. Do we need to hire people? Do we have anybody? Oh, we still have our people. That's good. Let's see. Mobile library. Axe and rope or compass. I have 5,000 pounds. Let's see. Well, let's just check out. That's history. This is archaeology and history, both of which not good. That's just archaeology. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at these people. Tell others that smoking ruins our health, but it does nevertheless. Okay. He's not terrible. He's kind of in the middle. Oh, about this dude. Yeah, he's about the same. I once ate whole chocolate bar without breaking it into pieces. That's impressive. Okay. So, artifacts do nothing. Okay. Items? Yeah, I don't keep anything. Okay. Black market. On black market, equipment for sale. I think I'm gonna pass on that. Land stock. Land auction. Press. Unconcerned, relation, impartial. Imperial Economic Bulletin. Doesn't care about me. This sounds about good. Why is the Royal Chess Club here? Okay. So, let us... Ooh, can we change the music? Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's... What is... Dusty manuscript. I need 20 points reputation. Okay. So we gotta go on some things. So let's hire... Let's hire Franz. And... we have 6 people, which is great. I don't remember hiring half of these people, but okay. Once Theodore Ronak wants to be god of underworld, also is scared of darkness. Good luck with that, sir. He's decent at history. Attitude risky. Let's leave him for now. William Albright. Pretty even, not bad. Oh, well, we have to fire him. He thinks the pyramids were built by aliens. He cannot stay. Bye-bye. No, I'm not gonna pay him 460. We'll fire him later. John Starrett believes that communism is the only way for humankind to survive. Well, I think good chunk of Russia would disagree with you. He's okay. Elazar isn't bad, likes evening in the opera and pancakes. I'm down for this dude. John Stevens, also not terrible, has never seen a unicorn and drinks cold tea. I think most people would agree with you on that. Okay, so let's learn. Let's do exploration. And then with this dude, we're going to learn... Let's do some survival. And with this one, we're going to increase his exploration. With this one, we're going to increase his history. Let's do linguistics. So, I think we've got a decent group. So, let's try this one. Yes, him. Yes, him. If we have to. Oops. That is not the button I meant to push, but okay. Oh, that's how we get rid of them. Great. I guess we'll use him. Okay. What is this? Someone told... Oh, I can't read it. Oh, history. 234. 6. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what those plus signs are, but... Failure? Yeah. If others explored the world as you do, we would still be in the Stone Age. Shame on you. Well, up yours. I mean, the early archaeologists weren't terribly bright. I'm gonna be honest here. They like to blow things up. At least that wasn't a catastrophic failure. This guy. I don't know. We're really not doing too well. Last dude. Yep. Well, oh, if someone's got fears, that's great. Alright. So I lost... Why am I paying them for them to do so terribly? This makes no sense. Francisco bought headhunter temples for 956. I have 0. Oh, thanks. Missing switch watch. William Albright's switch watch is missing. It's likely you have a thief in your ranks. Well, theoretically, all archaeologists are thieves, just more patient. Well, true. But a real thief? Here? And why do you care? It's not on your watch. Well, no, I still have my watch. Nevertheless, your explorers are nervous. Of course, nobody is guilty. The police did nothing. Like always, the case is closed, and William Albright is furious. It's not my watch. Hire a hit watchman. Watchman. I feel like he just lost it. Oh, great. And I was afraid of people. Okay. We don't have enough people. Okay. Well, let's try... Is anybody better? Oh, he's not bad. Obsessed with ecology, joined protest and was tied to a tree a few times. I like him. We will hire him. has a fat brother with a mustache who loves to eat mushrooms. Thank you for the information on his brother. I care more about you than anyone else. Well, we're gonna fire him. Fine. I don't want him anymore. Let's learn a little bit. So let's do some exploration. Let's do archaeology. Archaeology. Let's take up his history. It's archaeology. Survival. Okay. And we're gonna go to the merchants and let's buy some gin and see the lexicon. Do you tend to forget a word? If yes, do not worry, that happens to everyone. Even the greatest archaeologists face obstacles connected to language. The lexicon helps in tough times by enhancing the vocabulary and adding +5 to linguistics. It is something like a tiny Rosetta Stone for personal use, is it not? Marksman rifle. Shoot first before other guy kills you. Oh, that's great. It is a general principle of every fight. Yeah, that's true. It is the easiest way for that is to fire the gun from afar. I wouldn't recommend up close. Your rifles will not see what hit them. Thanks to this marksman rifle, it gives you +7 to combat capability, greatly improving your shooting. A compass. Other colleagues will laugh at you if you get lost and call for help for the reason why you should always have a compass in your pocket. Forget about moss and use modern technology, which can give you a head start in discovering ancient artifacts by adding +3 to exploration. So let's go to expeditions and see what we need. History and combat. History and geology. Linguistics. Let's buy ourselves the rifle and then let's do this one. Please work. So we want him. Actually, let's put him back. And he's really not terribly great in either of those things. So let's switch him out with him. Okay. And we're going to put both things on. Bad coffee is better than no coffee. Well, I have gin, not coffee. Here we go. Combat. Let's see. Let's do this. Oh, it takes 2. Oh, failure. I'm really not doing so great. History and combat. Let's do this guy. Well, you learned some history and combat, so that's nice. History and exploration. Let's do this guy. Oh, well, we're really not doing good. History and combat. They're both terrible. Let's do him. Failure! Who knew? This music is catchy. Oh no, now I've got more fears. Later. We'll pay him later. I bought Howling Swamps for... Why do you keep buying land? Go away. This afternoon was quite extraordinary. You had a meeting with a construction inspector. He just arrived from Greece, where he built a new train. On the site, workers found some kind of ancient artifact, but it wasn't gold or silver, which means they didn't steal it. Oh, well, that was nice of them. Instead, this piece of art is now the possession of a particular inspector, and he's made you an offer to buy this strange artifact after the evaluation on the black market. However, he won't show his treasure before the payment. It seems a little fishy, but in his defense, he worries about confiscation. And a trustful antique dealer confirmed its authenticity. His price, £100. No bargain. Take it or leave it. That seems like a fake if it's £100. We'll take it. Well, we got a Greek theater mask. Thank you. Some money. Pay it. Let's see. Artifacts. What do we got? Such classical masks as the one you have recently found were used in theaters in ancient Greece, for instance, the Theater of Dionysus in Athens. It is a very distinctive element of this culture, which is hugely important for plays performed on stage at that time. But how did Greek citizens make them? Those masks were undoubtedly made out of some sort of light organic materials, linen, leather, or wood, and the second component, the wig, was produced from either human or animal hair. Male actors, because women were not allowed to act, had to wear them for a few reasons. To play many roles, people of different ages, sexes, social status, etc. Remember that the number of male actors was limited to 3. To make the audience feel certain emotions, sadness, happiness, fear, love, by presenting various facial expressions. To present specific characters, for example, the Furies, Pentheus, and Cadmus. The next interesting fact is that the masks were worn by different actors during a single play. However, actors did not own these requisites. It's important to also remind masks were not only used by actors, but by the chorus as well. Its members wore them in order to create a sense of unity and uniformity. Their goal was to make the audience think they were a single organism and not individual members. That is true. The Greek theaters, the great tragedies that we have written from the time, they would have used masks in storytelling. And they're pretty neat if you've seen them. Guppy says if you have some free time left, consider visiting the amazing Sacsayhuaman in Cusco, in South America. Why do I want to send it to the black market? Equipment. But I don't wanna. Like, isn't that bad? Ancestral pillars, Death, Solitude, Luxor, Darks. What? Land details, fairly populated, urbanized. What am I looking at? I am Confucian. Are we supposed to be fighting for these things? What are we doing? Well, that would have been good information to have. Property timeline, land selling price, land auction schedule. It's going down. Land stock. This is your middleman. You can't buy local lands with academic money. It would be wrong on so many levels. But do not worry, you can trust him. Yep, looks like a trustworthy guy, alright. Just give him money and he will make an offer for you. Oh. This is gonna go so badly for me. Let's do 705. That seems fair. Ooh, little train. When will I know if I did anything? When will it tell me? Tell me your secrets. Linguistics, archaeology and history, archaeology and geology. Okay, so, and you're not really good in either one of those, so let's look at you. Let's train you in geology because you got a decent archaeology. Not you. Not you. Not you. Okay, now I have no money. Please let this work. Okay, so we want this guy, if we have to, this guy. I'll let this guy. Yeah. For Richard. Benjamin. Let's see, everybody. Better stats. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Probably don't have anything to buy anything. Yeah, I don't have money to buy. Oh, here we go. Oh, I just, Well, let's put them back in and let's go. Oh, this is tense. History. So this one. And let's pair him up with him. Hey, it worked. Cuneiform. One person, archaeology and history. Let's do this guy. Hey, we're on the right track this time. Taj Mahal, Egypt. Easter Island heads. Oh, last 3. Okay, you all better work together. Woo! We got somewhere. I'm invested. What is with all these fears? You all need to get it together. And we didn't get anything. No artifacts or anything. I'll have to pay you later. Oh, it ended in failure. But I got my money back. That's nice. Got a point of reputation. We're really not doing so hot. It's a strike. Oh, thanks. I need money. Let's see. Linguistics, geology, exploration. So let's look at our people. So let's bump his exploration. Let's do geology while we have it. Geology. Exploration. Let's also do the exploration. My question is, why am I having to teach them how to explore? Like, do their eyeballs not work? No. Change to more secure. Okay. He's fine. I'm gonna leave him where he is. He's fine where he is. I think he's fine where he is. All pretty good. We don't want anybody to go insane. You know, he's feeling pretty secure, but he's got all these fears. Like, why? And you're fine. This is modified explorer. Rate of rage, cost of value, impacts every skill. Yeah. So let's go to. I'm gonna buy some coffee. Because you all. Flashcards. As an archaeologist, you need to communicate with other nations. Sometimes language barriers are very difficult to overcome, but do not worry. Flashcards allow you to learn new vocabulary at a fast pace. You will soon be discussing every topic, gain +3 to linguistics, and talk to everyone regardless of their native language. Lexicon, we already looked at that. And blunderbuss. Are you looking for a more powerful weapon? The blunderbuss definitely meets your expectations. It adds +5 to combat capability and allows you to strike a devastating blow to anyone who poses such a threat. Such former military equipment makes you a force to be reckoned with. Your adversary will think twice before crossing your path. Now, sometimes in archaeological sites, it's necessary to have this sort of stuff. Because people try to steal and break in, it can make things dangerous. So thankfully that is rare. Thanks, the Great Wall guards us from monsters. Maybe not you. Is keen on music, likes instrumental melodies more than any specific genres. Interesting. Property management. Let's put in a bid. Let's put a bid of... Let's put a bid of 900. Just to see what happens. Okay. Expeditions. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay, I need 7. I think I have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and we're going to add our coffee. Coffee has been discovered somewhere around 1000 years BCE by a Romo tribe on a land called Kaffa, today's Ethiopia. History says they ate it with butter and salt. Interesting. It's very interesting how ancient tribes traded coffee. There are at least 2 legends related to the discovery of coffee. Both tell about the strangely behaving ghosts. Oh, goats! Both tell about a strangely behaving goats. The only difference between them is a person who found them and the same unknown fruits they were eating. In the first one, it was a Sufi named Sheikh. Oh dear, these names, I'm terrible. I'm not even gonna try. I'm sorry, person. I apologize about your name. But in the other tale, it was just a common shepherd named Kaldi or Kadel. I'm sorry, person whose name I have struggled saying. Here we go. I wonder how we'll do this time. Exploration. 37, 29, 32, 29, 36. Okay, so let's go with this die. Set off failure. You're useless. You're killing me, Smalls. Well, this is not going well. 36, 29, 32, 29. Okay, so let's use him and him. Unforgettable failure? What? Oh. Geology. Oh, we're really not doing hot. And these two. Let me guess. Failure. Yep. Yeah, look at that. New fears. During the last train journey, when you were in a buffet car, you were dragged into a philosophical discussion by a group of fellows. This group included a foreign diplomat, a duchess, a distinguished colonel, a governess, a typewriter salesman, and a businessman who trades in antiques. If a private detective was there, it would probably be a criminal case. Luckily, it was just a talk between individuals that were bored to death. The discussion was about finding the answer to the trolley dilemma. A rushing car is going to kill one person you love, but if you change the direction, it will kill 3 anonymous people. So is it morally justified to pull the lever? Or do you commit a sin if you do so? Maybe it's better to save 3 unknown citizens and lost the one you love. The group couldn't handle the dilemma, so they asked you to form an opinion. What would you do? Would you rather save some random people or the person you love? I hate the trolley question. It's terrible. I think I would have to save the familiar person. Nothing changes, at least for now. Okay, that's not ominous. Oh, I got new land. Okay, what do I do with said land? Thank you. I can't pay your salary, so... Thank you. So... what do I do with it? Build property. Coffee plantation, tobacco, gin distillery, train station. Let's put a coffee plantation there. By building a coffee plantation, you'll provide yourself with a solid portion of energy, and all thanks to fresh coffee delivered every turn. Hey. Look at that. Manages geology fertility. Assign. Oh, I can assign a manager. Look at that. Oh. No, I need you. Stick around, please. What is this? Land selling price of $537. So let's bid $600. And let's see. Detest going to museums because their guides are boring. Just you're going to the wrong museums. Doesn't tolerate weakness and color. Ecru. No, I like you. I'm gonna put you as my property management. Alright, and we're gonna end this episode here. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll pick this back up and hopefully next time it will go better. Alright, if you like this episode, hit the like button and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until the next time.